Oh, whoa, what a ride. I'm Buster Douglas.
I'm Jeremiah Francis.
And what show is this?
This has to be the Cabanga Show!
This week on
Cabanga!
Get your microscopes ready as we reveal something small, shiny, and cute. And it's not Buster's penis. It's election day, where you get to vote for glory of the tournament. Don't vote for that bloody Tony Abbott, whatever you do.
Get the loot!
We put the anal in analyze as we go deep into all the action of Group A. It was a rip snorter. Mushy mushy guy. We had the live draw to see who will be taking on who in the final series. And this draw has some special balls. Cool Ma and Pa, cause it's a biggin. Episode 5 of The Cabanga Show.
Hey Cabanga fans, I'm Buster Douglas. Yes, I am Jeremiah Francis, and welcome back to the Cabanga Show.
Another tasty episode. Nom 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 nom.
That beer looks rather like my urine, actually.
Oh.
Hopefully it's as refreshing.
Oh, buddy, you're dehydrated, mate. You gotta go to the doctor!
Yes?
Ooh! Another episode 5. The Group A Roundup.
Yes, that's right. Group A, I've got Abyss, Agonizing, Actually Amazing, because that's exactly what it was.
I call it Group A shit. But first up, we've got our new segment to reveal to you. It's called The Reveal. Oh, a new segment. I love it. I think people are going to be blown away by this new segment.
I'll tell you what, turn down the temperature because it's bloody hot in here.
Oh, all these lights.
That's right. Look, it's as I called it correctly. This is the reveal, and we've got a lot to reveal to you, Cabanga fans.
Well, as you know, we've got the goal of the tournament trophy. As we've been going through these rounds, there's been some amazing goals. And
there's been
some. Oh well, yeah. There's been some by you. There's been some by Peach. Been some by Harry.
You know what? My favourite for this goal of the tournament competition, as the Cabanga organisers like to call it, my favourite for goal of the tournament was Harry Livings with Germany and him scoring an own goal. Oh, basically shooting himself in the foot and almost destroying Germany's hopes of a successful World Cup.
Why are people trying to get this goal of the tournament? What's the big prize for them?
Wait, there's a prize?
There is a prize, and we're about to...
There's a surprise?
No, there's a prize.
Ah, there's a prize.
And we're about to reveal it to you now. Okay, you ready?
This is exciting.
It's the World Cup mini version.
That's amazing.
It's like mini-me.
Remember that show, the
Stone Cold Steve Austin Powers?
Yes, the Stone Cold Steve Austin Powers. And better yet, because this competition does keep on giving, the runner-up will receive this bit of string as well.
We're just so generous
so
here.
generous.
And that's the end of our new segment called
Get out of here.
The Reveal. Oh god, it tastes like piss. I love that new segment. Did you love it?
I loved it. Looked so revealing, so interesting, and look, someone's got to turn down the heat because it's getting hot in here.
Oh bloody hell! If you can't handle the heat, get out of the kitchen. If you've got heart issues, get out of the kitchen. What are you doing cooking?
So ageist.
Oh bloody hell! I'm sorry guys. But we've got the Group A review coming up, and maybe some of the people in this group could be up for Goal of the Tournament award.
Oh, maybe.
And hey,
better catch that one out there. Fish that one back into play.
What a catch!
I don't even know which
catch of the day.
Gadget of the day. In fact, with this, I don't know if it's been mentioned, but the runner-up will probably receive this bit of string as well.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know if that's been mentioned as of yet, but very important for everyone to take note of said prize.
Group A preview. Who was in Group A?
This is what we're here for. And look, let's start off from the top. Everybody knows who he is. It's the artist. It's Michelangelo Bolando.
The Chosen One.
The Chosen One. He's embroiled in drama every time he stepped foot in a FIFA World Cup.
Let's have a little rewind. 4 years ago, for opening match, versing Harry Livings and playing with France, and Harry Livings going with his usual dirty tactics.
Chance to get a draw.
Oh, fuck off!
What? I want to see the replay of that.
Oh, fuck off, that should be an instant red card.
Let me see the replay. Let me see the replay. Oh, fuck you! I said like 3 times.
Probably got a better chance of scoring from this side than you did from actually the run.
No, I would have fucking scored because I was running into the goal, you fucking wanker.
Professional foul happens in real football.
Catch it, yes. To the corner. Come on!
Yes, that's right.
And Bolando went on a rant that has been ingrained in the memories of every fan of Cabanga about the essence of football.
Had to dive below to hold the win, but it happened.
Boland. Apart from...
I just think some managers ruin the essence of football, and that's exactly what happened. Sorry, but...
But you went ahead at the start. Did you think you had it in the you have it in the bag then?
I thought I did, yeah. I think sometimes...
What do you think of his 8-man defence when he...
I thought it was, as again, ruining the essence of football. Some managers just don't really understand what entertainment is, and it really does ruin the game.
And what we were expecting to see was some fireworks from him. What were you expecting from him this group?
Like you said, fireworks, but most exciting of all was that drama follows this guy everywhere.
Well, you got Harry's brother in this group. You've got his old team France in this group.
Right.
Some stuff's gonna happen.
Yeah. Like looking at Rob, he's obviously representing the minnows in Costa Rica, and he's an experienced FIFA player. But paired up with a team like Costa Rica, is that a bit too far?
Yeah.
Expecting him to pull an upset, but maybe not enough to win the group.
Also those secret tapes of him saying he's going to play dirty. He's going to get some people red carded. Is he going to get under Bolando's skin?
That's right.
And also locks.
Oh, a complete wild card and a real unknown. But when you've got a team like France who are so strong going forward on the attack, he could throw a spanner into the works of Boland and Rob and really create something that no one can see coming. Lots going through.
Finally, we're talking about here, the Flamin Dawg.
The Flamin Dawg! The dog is barking!
Woof, 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 woof. Do you have a woof sound effect?
Not yet. I'm sure we will organise a few sound effects coming up.
What was Duncan's chances? What was his strengths, his weaknesses? What was he all about?
Look, I think Duncan, he's played in previous World Cup, and I think with a team like Croatia, it's a very sturdy team. It's a team that they've got talent in there both forward and at the back line. But the thing lacking for me for Duncan and Croatia was there's that no star power. There's no kapow. What
about Modric?
Yeah, Modric is there, but he's not really star power. He needs players around him working as well as he does to get on the end of his crosses, and I just don't think they've got it.
Okay then.
But I'm happy to be surprised.
Okay then, so with that all said, we'll head to the poll. Who was the favourite? If you look in the poll here.
Oh my god!
Well, as you can see, the fans are unified in their belief that the Chosen One, Michael Bolando, has the power, the strength, and the will to take Bosnia and Herzegovina right through to the finals. And if you look here, Costa Rica got a little vote from Robert Livings himself, so a little bit of self-belief there as well. Unfortunately, no one believing France, powerhouse team, no one believes they can get out. And Croatia, the Flamin Dawg, there's a reason he's the dark horse, and it's not just because he's been charred from all the flames on him.
Oh wow, that poll. Did you expect the results to go that in that way?
Not by the hair on my chinny chin did I expect a poll result to come out looking like that. And look,
What were your thoughts in line with that poll? Like what matched up with the poll?
Well, I'll tell you what, the person who's come out, the people that have come out on top of that poll,
So there was 2 people who came out on top.
Could be more. not really too sure, but look, I agree with the people 100% on that one, and I think...
I'm going to have to disagree wholeheartedly with the people.
Really?
Yeah.
What part of disagreeing?
Everything.
Really? For what part specifically?
Educated opinions all around.
Back to beeswax.
And it's not about opinions, it's how it goes down the pitch, isn't it?
That's right, you can talk the talk, can you walk the walk? Group A lived up to expectations. There was drama, there was excitement.
It's a past expectations, in my view.
Probably, you know, it's just...
What do you know? What do you bloody know?
Many are saying it was the group of the whole World Cup so far. It really was something quite special. I think you're going to enjoy what went down.
Yeah, sit back, have a beverage of warm piss, and
pretty much is. Don't get this beer.
Yeah,
don't get it.
It's just flat.
It's just fucked. It's fucking bullshit. You fucking cunts.
Hi, Jeremiah Francis and all associated formers and peers hereby apologise to anyone offended and wish to ensure that the cool crisp taste of Pated Lager, official sponsor of Cabanga in the World Cup, is not fucked, nor is it fucking bullshit, you fucking cunts. And in fact, I hardly endorse this product or service.
It's the Group A review right now.
Group A. Annihilation.
Took some time off football. I decided that after the pain that I felt at the last World Cup, I needed to reassess where I was in my life.
I just wanted to start tonight with, I know Buster Douglas is a fan of mine. He comes to my comedy nights all the time.
Very good. My accent for France, not very good.
Buster, this is for you.
I'm just pumping myself up.
Team exercised this morning by climbing a mountain of ankles. It was Mount Kilimanjaro.
Who was your biggest threat in this competition?
I think that anybody in this competition that has not been practicing with baguettes is a threat. Is a threat to us, because the baguette has been our key weapon, and anybody who has not been practicing with it will be threatened by us.
I like to say that, you know, we've got the real men of the tournament. Everyone else is just little boys, and we spit on the little boys, you know?
Bosnia came a-knocking. I packed up my things, and I moved to East Germany / Bosnia.
Before I start, I just wanted to say a few things came up in the first video that just are not true about me.
This is hockey, is it not?
No, this is World Cup football. The biggest person in my group is everybody else, because they're just little boys, you know? You know, there's no one strong like us big Croatian men, you know? We run over everyone, particularly, you know, say Bosnia, you know? Little boys, you know, we run all over them.
I do not like showering with boys.
Well, at least we've been eating plenty of bread.
The biggest threat? Nobody.
Bosnia, I don't like anything about Bosnia, and the fact that Boland got Bosnia just adds to what I don't like about Bosnia.
Bosnia is very weak because they have such a long name and it's so hard to pronounce it. I don't even know.
France, I'm gonna fucking
Serbia, Croatia, same country, whatever.
Just rail on everybody's parade, you know, us big strong Croatian men, big bodies, beautiful females, you know.
Duncan, well, like dunk his head underwater because he's gonna be at the bottom of the fucking table.
We show Croatia the world. I mean, we show the world Croatia, and...
Why do you hate Bosnia so much, the country?
Just something about Bosnia. I mean, yeah, everything.
I will kill that man. And everything that he believes in. That is my promise.
In Croatia...
Sorry for my English.
Is Henri still playing?
No, he's not playing anymore. He retired. Speaking of your knowledge of English, the people in Croatia, are they big Fremantle Dockers fans? You got the Fremantle Dockers wear on there.
Croatians love Fremantle Dockers, you know?
He did make some comments, but you know, it's all part of the game. He likes to play the mind games. I like to play the football.
Any last words to your opponents?
Good game. Let's have a good game, guys.
Fuck you.
Let's keep it.
Beware our breadsticks.
Look out for my big menu, little boys.
If I don't win this... Oh, okay.
With tempers at fever pitch, it was really anyone's game in this group, especially as they were all starting on level terms. To kick off this round was an interesting bout. The Chosen One, favourite of the group Boland, was up against his old team France, now under the care of worse than Moyes Hunt. Bookies had this pegged as a warm-up game for Bosnia. Could France cause an upset? Although favourites for the group, Boland was not taking it lightly, bringing tactics he'd planned at home to set up his team. The fans had turned out in force, looking forward to a lovely day. Boland's team donned their white kits. It had fans wondering if this was an ironic raising of a white flag to France, as the defence was a shambles.
Oh, uncomfortable first few minutes of ball.
After slipping into something a little bit more comfortable, Bosnia found France's defence a little lacking in flavour, so decided to start peppering the goals. Yet it was as if Bosnia had IBS, as there were still major issues in the rear, with some of the sloppiest defending in the tournament to date. Boland's chances were like a frat boy on spring break, consistently wasted. France got kinky and started to probe more deeply, Bosnia adopting a safety-first policy after too many dares earlier on.
Having a bit of a soft spot for your old team there, Boland.
France then found a soft spot with a perfectly placed cross landing in Nasri's feet. Lovely first touch. Goal!
Oh my god!
But halftime hits, and it looks like France may have been underestimated. And group favourite Bosnia decides to take a leaf from Bowie's book and make some changes. And in the second half, it showed, applying a consistent pressure to France's defence and waiting for them to make an error.
Don't cross the basic goals. It's the first rule of football.
France took away the stress and even caused Boland to resort what some may call essence of football ruining tackles. As the game wound down, both teams looked tired, and for the football-hungry fans, it seemed like sloppy joes were the only menu item, frustrating even the managers.
Beautiful. Fucking shut up, Martin Tyler. No one likes you.
5 minutes left, and time was running out for Boland and his Bosnian troops as they were pinned back against. Oh, it's a goal! As the French fans celebrated with brutal rape in the crowd, some may recall some wise words mentioned earlier in the game.
Don't cross the basic goals. It's the first rule of football.
And scored 2-0, and a huge result for France. And Bolando gets a lesson in football 101.
Caught you there. Ooh, what's happening here?
I need tea.
What's happening? Manager, the bread.
Always good team. They did not treat me well, but they obviously like their new manager.
What was your secret?
Henri Benzema and Henri.
Okay then. What happened to the essence of football? You said it died 4 years ago, and it wasn't anywhere to be seen in that match.
It really wasn't.
Using the power of Thierry Henry and plenty of bread.
Football has grown into a beautiful game again.
Yeah.
And it is. I hold a great fondness in my heart for it, and I'm enjoying the tournament.
They were tipped to win the group, yeah. So we go with lots of confidence and plenty of bread.
Going forward, I will unleash the dragon, as they say, in Bosnia.
There's rumours of drugs in Mexico. Are you or your players on drugs?
I will burn all the children
up against drugs?
No.
That is my plan from now on.
Well, good luck with the genocide.
Well, before setting the children alight, Boland should be careful playing with matches, as he just got burned by France, who seemed to be on fire. Heading to the top of the table with an invaluable 3 points, and continuing with the theme, up next was Flamin Dawg Duncan managing Croatia against Costa Rica and Punstar Livings. Duncan had to shake out the flames and possibly the nerves, as Boland's shock upset meant that Punstar was now the favourite to head out of the group in that coveted top position. Croatia may have been wearing blue, but they were giving their fans anything but the blues, even managing to make an old man orgasm one last time. Punstar was able to craft chances, but like a horribly wrong currency exchange, they couldn't convert. Colorblind, Flamin Dawg had trouble differentiating between the linesman from a teammate, but was still able to apply pressure when Costa Rica had lapses in defense. But then, Croatia fight? No, offside. Punstar lived up to his promise of playing rough.
Good call! Good call, ref, good call!
Flamin Dawg takes the free kick short from outside the box. Deflection! Oh! No! Deflection off an offside player cancels the goal, and Punstar gets out of jail free.
Oh!
Like Eminem at the end of 8 Mile, Duncan seemed to have found his flow, almost getting through there. Croatia's defense had a brain fart, and boy does it smell. 1-on-1, no! Last second defending there. As we enter halftime, both teams have shown weakness, but no one's been able to take advantage. Second half, Punstar comes out guns a-blazing, finds some space, and no! What a save for Croatia, and the defense concedes a corner. Corner comes in, lets it bounce, falls to Punstar, who's blocked! It seems as if halftime overbaked Croatia's defensive cake as they are falling apart, and only being kept alive by the keeper. Another fine save! Like an excited boy exploring a woman for the first time, Rob was finding holes everywhere in Croatia's defense, but couldn't get past this keeper. But even the best of us make mistakes, and eventually, no! Hit his own player. Bosnia tried to play out of defense, but like a poorly designed website, things just weren't linking up. Careful dribbling from Punstar, and goal! It took 80 minutes, but it had to happen. Rob finally breaks the deadlock. The assault continued until full time. A tight game, but Costa Rica squeaked the 3 points, winning 1-0.
Were you expecting that to be so tough?
That was a walk in the park.
Look, not much. We got goal too many times, make too many mistakes, you know. I'm gonna go home, we're gonna rattle the boys, you know, I'm gonna give some fresh bread, some fresh oil, and you know, we're gonna see how we go next game.
My defence carefully placed themselves to give them the idea that they were going to score a goal, but they knew that it was going to deflect off of him and therefore be offside.
For that goal that wasn't, did you think that had gone in? What was your feelings for that goal that wasn't?
No, that was a tough game. That was a good game. I enjoyed it.
God, let's not talk about that. That was a beautiful goal, you know. I fucking yelled at that umpire, you know. Clearly not offside. He calls it offside. That's fucking bullshit.
I would have liked a couple more goals. Their keeper was on fire, so the Flamin Dawg gets his name.
Do you feel you can still get out of this group on top?
We got no worries. Next game, 5-6 goal, no worry. You know, we got our boys down the front. I mean, our men down the front, and you know, we really showed the other teams who crashed off.
Croatia, like Croatia raped you.
And on that delightful note, we look at the rape-free table with Lachlan sitting on top with Rob vigorously sniffing his behind, which is fitting as the next game was between the top two to decide who would take pole position in Group A. It was the integral second stepping stone of that glorious World Cup, and whoever won would be almost guaranteed a spot through to the final. France donned their national surrender shade of white, and their play echoed the sentiments. Costa Rica checked their latency, pinging shots early, and boom! Headshot! Bolando's doing the fragging, much to his cousin's delight. France's attack was important. No, sorry, typo. Impotent. But after the initial shell shock, seemed to remember how to string together some dangerous attacks. With halftime approaching, the match continued to seesaw, and just away. Shit! Second half hits, and the importance of even a point becomes apparent to Lachlan, who has gotten his act together. Oh, shit! 59th minute, corner in, falls to France, and no! Oh! So close, but it is now apparent that this game is far from over. Then Punstar on the counter. Shit! After 30 more minutes of lackluster football, Costa Rica walk away with the win, the points, and are one easy step away from finals fever.
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling how I did before because I knew I'd be in this position.
What went wrong?
I'm not going to blame the bread, but it's just so different for our players out here.
Boland game's going to be interesting. I'm worried of an upset.
What's the differences in bread? Yeast? Have you got a yeast infection?
Not sure how much I should be worried about someone who took all of their managerial advice from Hodgson.
Well, we didn't want to have to rely on goal difference, but I think that's what we're going to have to do.
I'd love to go through without letting in a goal. I would love to get a red card just to break the essence of football.
Considering we came into this competition with bread in our hands, to have it out of our hands is probably a good thing when we're playing soccer.
Are you going to play it dirty against Boland?
I'll play it out and see how I go. If I get a feeling that I'm going to have an early lead, I'll try and get down to 8 men. But I think that's about as far as I'll take it. I don't want to risk the 6-man forfeit and then him getting a 2-1 or 2-0 or whatever.
Ah, shut the fuck up, Rob. So with that win, Costa Rica topped the table, looking healthy in all aspects. Anything other than a loss in the next game is a guaranteed tickets to the finals, so it becomes an uphill battle for everyone else in the group. Most of all, Flamin Dawg with Croatia and Bolando with Bosnia, both with a loss under their belt. Anything other than a win in this game would eliminate the already slim chance of finals for them, so it was all on the line. Could Boland make up for his shocking pantsing in an opening game and eke out the group win that was predicted? Only time would tell. The Flamin Dawg was wearing his fiery red for what was looking to be one of the most end-to-end games in the tournament so far. However, 13 minutes in, goal! The Flamin Dawg! Have you ever seen the face of someone right before they kill a man? Right here.
Told you with Croatia was bringing the rain. The rain has started, boy.
Bosnia seemed to use this burning sensation in their lawns to spur them on, even if the UTI did seem to get at Boland at times. Croatia seemed comfortable with their lead, even having the audacity to try and chip the keeper while he was on his line. Half-time, 1-0, and Boland has to do something to stop this World Cup dream from turning into a World Cup nightmare. No! A bit too much hot sauce on the sausage. Not only had Bosnia's attack stood up, but their defense was doing a fine job of imitating a wall, providing to be the perfect foil for the counterattack and setting them up for it. No! Duncan setting up a shot here reminiscent of my first girlfriend, just wide. Go! Boland playing Neo and dodging another bullet. One last chance to save his World Cup. A corner is earned. Drops to Bosnia in the box. You are the one, Boland! Shot blocked! End score 1-0. A solid victory for the dark horse of the group, Flamin Dawg Duncan.
I think my my hiatus from football has really destroyed my chances at this World Cup.
You know, we don't fuck around. You know, we are Croatia. We filled up the boy on the special fish before the game. We come out and you know we don't play that well. We're just warming up still. You know.
I have not learned the new ways of the game, and it has left me as a second-rate football manager.
Look, our plan is just attack. You know, we're going to rain goals, we're going to rain the terror, you know. We're going to show all these little boys of the world who the real men of the World Cup are, and we're going to really just shut the defense down. We're going to attack. We're just going to give them the D.
How are you after this performance?
I would be surprised if they did, but...
Look, my players are old, but they got all the skills, so they don't run so fast. But that's okay, because we got the skills, and we got the big men bodies, and we just don't let anything through our defense.
Finally, in your last match, you will have a player part in deciding who goes through. If you can defeat defeat Rob by enough. Is your main task now to just destroy Rob's World Cup dream?
Yes.
Well, the question was more interesting than the answer there.
One answer that was interesting was the table. Group favourite Boland, the first to be knocked out of finals contention, but interestingly enough, held the fate of the group winner in his hands, as a victory against Costa Rica would open the door for either France or Croatia, who were up next. A win was going to be needed to have a chance at advancing in the finals. Flamin Dawg, sporting their lovely dog's lipstick red kit, kicked off, and let's just say, if you were measuring this dog by possession and attacking pressure, this dog had a big dick. France could barely take 2 steps before losing possession, and Bosnia displayed some of the most creative balls since Da Vinci's testicles. And like a low-cost tour, if you leave your box that wide open, it's not going to be hard to score. Like a fat delusional Christian, France found answers in the wings, finally posing a threat 30 minutes in. And like my dad getting off the couch, something clicked. France dribbling expertly in the box and just saved. Suddenly, France were in charge and the old clumsy Croatia of the past seemed back. Then, right before halftime, corner in and just over the bar.
Oh! Was that your World Cup dreams down the drain? Or toilet?
Second half, France looking threatening in attack and hopeless in defense. Then, out of nowhere, outside the box, what a cracker! No! France started streaming men forward, leaving the defense vulnerable, but Croatia seemed to refuse to take advantage. 90th minute, last chance to shake up the group, but just no finish. End score a solid 1-0 to Croatia, and the World Cup dream stays alive for just a little bit longer.
Lachlan, France, 4 years later, France out in the group stages again. What went wrong? What was the issue?
I'm not going to blame the bread.
But if Boland can beat Rob, Punstar, you can go through the finals. How does it feel with it not being in your hands?
You know, it's interesting.
I'm going to blame the players.
The players? I thought you were going to blame 9/11.
That too. But
like you say, 4 years ago, you know, Boland, you know, he's a great player, and you know, this year, like Austin Power, he loses mojo, and you know.
I think they embraced that in Thierry Henry in the last 2 games.
Why didn't you sign Henry for this World Cup?
We did, but he wasn't. I think he has an allergy to bread or something, or he wasn't willing to eat bread. So
you know, hopefully he can bring it back. Hopefully he can just, you know, show the real men of Bosnia over, you know, bloody Costa Rica, and you know, and get us through to the finals.
Who are you wanting to get through to those finals?
France.
Any word that you want to send to Boland as encouragement to try and get you through to those finals?
Look, there's no words, but I'm gonna send his team lots of fish, lots of bread, lots of oil, and just, you know, really bulk them up and make them really into, you know, big, strong men.
Obviously, with the World Cup over, I've got to make ends meet. So I'm going to employ these players that are now obviously out of a job for 4 more years, and they're going to be working in our bread store. So if you want to come down and get some bread from your favourite players like Henri.
Any parting words?
See.
Some people have said that a major issue with your managerial style is an obsession with bread.
Well, France will have to break bread with Bosnia on the flight home as they are both out of the running for the finals. But before you break out the hummus, there's just one more match. Top versus bottom. The team that hasn't been scored against versus the team that hasn't scored. On paper, it should be a foregone conclusion. A formality. An exhibition match to do it by the books and get Punstar into the finals. But that's why they call this the beautiful game. If Boland can win by 3 goals, he will grant access to the finals for Flamin Dawg's Croatia. On goal difference. How sweet it would be. The rivalry between Boland and the Livings family goes back to the last World Cup, and taking away Rob's ticket to the finals would be on par with Boland advancing himself. How sweet it would be. And here's how it went down. Boland's journey so far had been a rough one, but whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger, except polio. Costa Rica donned their red kit as if drenched with the blood of their fallen enemies, and it wasn't long before their bloodlust played up again. Bosnia's defense was in a shambles, allowing Punstar time and space to be cleared away. The opening scare seemed to have set Bosnia straight, and the fans saw something this team had been missing all tournament: determination. And instantly, it almost pays off! Costa Rica started to resemble instant pancake mix, visibly shaken. Easy mistakes and self-inflicted pressure showed cracks in the plumber's ass that was their defense. But while their backline looked like a bunch of toddlers playing grab ass, their attack force looked as dangerous as driving with a wasp in the car. Ball loose in the box, Boland jumps on it, stolen, blocked, and the keeper has it! Only 20 minutes in, Checo left all alone, open in front of goal, little chip over the bar!
Oh, what have you done? Fuck, Checo, you're meant to be the best player in the Premier League!
After missed opportunities like that, often it can result in a saved. What an audacious effort from Punstar. Late in the first half, still 0-0. Jacko dances around one defender, finds some space, takes a pick!
Boland had the chance!
Bosnia's first goal of the tournament, and what a way to open the account! Top right hand corner, and you couldn't have stopped that with 2 keepers. If there's a way to kill Punstar's dreams of a finals berth, this is it. As the impossible now seems reality, and anything could result in a goal. 42 minutes, Costa Rica's formation is all out of whack. And Bosnia find themselves with a paddock of space, draws a player, cuts the ball in there, no! Punstar quenches the fire. Then, seconds before half-time, Punstar probes with a chip, drops nicely for Campbell, what a one-hand save! But straight to a Costa Rica easy goal!
Oh, fuck it!
Ruining the day.
Half-time, and Rob's last second goal has deflated the spirits of the crowd and seemed to have stopped Boland's momentum in its tracks. And judging by his sitting position, possibly made him a bit gassy. Punstar started the half trying to repeat his chip through ball and following through on his threat of playing dirty against Boland. It was obvious mind games were coming into play in the second half, with Costa Rica's slide tackling aimed at killing Bosnia's momentum. But no, jumps over, ball! It's a goal!
It's back on!
I've been doing it wrong the whole night!
Brilliant point to keep his feet and drive it home. It was 4 years ago that Rob's brother performed an identical tackle to ruin the essence of football. But tonight, it was Boland's night. The essence of football was rife throughout the stands as the fans spurred Bosnia on. Costa Rica staged idle threats, and all eyes were on Bosnia. Still skipping past slide tackles with the essence of football throbbing phallically through them. Boland crosses, Jacko in the box, goal! Jacko with a hat-trick, and Bosnia are 1 goal away from upset of the whole tournament. Boland on the wing again, whips it in, there's a man free, he's the header and it goes wide. 68 minutes, Costa Rica slide tackles are just sliding right off Boland now. Slips the ball through, one-on-one, just deflected.
Rest of the world rests on your shoulders, Boland.
The fans clearly backing Boland and its hero's journey of revenge. Punstar makes a mistake of giving Boland some space, shoots, goes for a corner. Only 10 minutes left now, corner goes in, heads just over. Oh! Extra time, last chance of the game. Boland comes in on that same wing. We've seen him do this before. Drops to Rob. Jiggo steals it. Scrambles, shoots, blocked. Yes! No! The final whistle blows and ends Flamin Dawg's almost miracle entry into the finals. End score 3-1 Bosnia, a score that on paper does not accurately reflect the thrilling end to the group stages. How sweet it was indeed.
I think I'm leaving Bosnia in good hands. The team may go on to some good success in a couple of years in the Euros.
Bit of a nail biter at the end, but you were through to the finals.
Yeah, it was good to rest my team and play an easy game and give Boland a couple of goals.
Oh, you're not going to be managing them in the Euros?
I am announcing my resignation from the Bosnia and Herzegovina.
It's like when you're playing chess with a kid with Down syndrome, you give them the win.
You're retiring just because you can't pronounce your team's name?
It's part of the issues, yes.
I don't know, it reminded me a lot of the game that Rory Hole played against Greece. I felt like I think he lost 3-1 in the end as well, and it was the same thing. He was just taking it easy. He didn't want to tire out his players before the next game.
Thank you very much, and we'll see you at the finals. Well, not you playing, but you'll be in the stands.
Yeah, well, maybe not.
Good luck in the finals.
Yeah, thank you.
So our final table shows how agonizingly close this group was. Costa Rica tying with Croatia on points and goal difference, only slipping through with more goals scored. A mere goal being the difference between finals and that plane ride home. Flamin Dawg will have nightmares for years to come about not being able to bag just one more goal. Back to you, fellas.
What a round! Oh my god! That was look, there's one goal! More Galazios than, I can even say Galazio. It's bloody amazing.
Oh, well, what a round. What a way for the group stages to finish with Bolando almost ruining Rob's World Cup dream. And, well, now you've seen all the goals. You've seen all the goals in the group stages. And now this is going to be up for voting. So what we're going to do is play a little video package and see who is up for the award of goal of the tournament.
The replay fucking intense.
We have our cricket wind-up time. Now you can see why it's a great goal.
That is a goal! Oh!
It's gonna go from bad to worse. I just made that word up. It's gonna be the round. Alright, Jay, let's still make finals. Tasty. Tasty. Good.
Just put your hands up.
Now. He's got this one.
That's going to go all the time.
It's up there. I'm going for voting. That's top right corner. Ladies and gentlemen, your eyes do not deceive you. It is the live draw, and for the first time ever, well, actually the second time, but the first time probably not done properly, as well. Buster Douglas is sporting the GoPro Vision Cam, which will basically have the results of the live draw quicker than it would be otherwise if we had that camera.
Well, you're looking great there, Jeremiah. How am I looking?
You're looking like you've got a wang around your forehead, but that is not the point. The point is that we're presenting to you the live draw quicker than it would be if we used a normal camera.
Okay then. So, the way this works is, first person drawn out, it goes into spot number 1.
That's number 2. Just testing, making sure it's all switched on.
Okay.
Number 1.
Spot number 1 is the first person who's drawn out. Spot number 2 goes to the second person drawn out. Spot number 3 goes to the person third drawn out. They'll be versing 1. And then spot number 4 is the fourth person that's drawn out, and they'll be going to spot, and they'll be versing number 2. But there is a few little surprises we've got for you.
That's right. If we, I suppose before we mention any surprises, shall we present the giant testicle that houses the eggs? What's going on there?
I want to look like Terminator Vision.
Yep. Okay. Looks like it's.
Yeah, there we go.
As he sort of does look like Terminator, to be fair. Can we cut to the GoPro Vision to see what Terminator's saying?
Okay.
Fucking Nick, you cunt. It's looking pretty good. Looking pretty snazzy. What next? Better to do than to bring out the giant testicle housing all the eggs of teams.
Do the music.
Let's do it. Let's get it on. They're here. It's live. It's the live draw.
And your old favourite, old Mr. Blowy!
Woohoo! Alright, let's get him in. There we are. It's the testicle. It's got the eggs. And I don't know if you can hear me over this mechanical device that we have that will control this next part of the draw. But inside this vase, whatever you want to call it, is a few cheeky surprises. We've got the teams in there, but with that, as agreed before the tournament by Cabanga officials, are a few extra bonus surprises. We're not going to reveal them to you now. They're going to come out as they're drawn out, but I can confirm that these have been agreed to by Cabanga officials before the tournament started.
Yeah.
And there is one thing I can tell you, and one thing I can guarantee, and I'm going to do it to Terminator Cam here live because we do have a deal with GoPro to use this as much as possible. It's gonna shock you, shock you, shock you, shock you. So let's see what happens.
Okay.
It's live draw time, baby. Let's do this thing. We're going to draw out 4 eggs. Now each egg holds a team. The first team to be drawn out will verse the third team, and the second team will verse the fourth team. It's all very confusing. I can barely get my head around it myself. Here's the first team. Belgium.
It's Belgium with Nick Van den Honk. He is in spot number 1. If you look down here, yeah.
Very highly fancied in this tournament, and going off what people are saying, he's sort of the guy you want to be avoiding. He was probably the most prominent in
he was in the group of death, and he came out with flying colours. It was not an issue.
Flying colours.
I can't find it.
Vincent Company on the team. Very strong team. Where's the mechanical device? Just to confirm, the next team that will be drawn out will not verse Nick. They will actually go through to the other side of the semi-finals and will set themselves up.
Uh-oh! It's the second place of we got drawn out! Okay. Explain what's going on here.
Wow.
This is amazing.
You wouldn't believe it if I told you, but I'm going to tell you anyways. Something incredible has happened, and something was put in place before the tournament started, that at this point in the competition, a ball will be put into the giant goblet, and the ball basically, in as simple terms as possible, second places.
All the second places of every group are now in the finals, and then the finalists are out. So you got Jonah Van Brusky.
I don't fancy him.
Oh, exactly.
You could go far.
You got Gus Vaughan Hiddink.
Gus Vaughan Hiddink's in it.
You got Duncan the Flamin Dawg.
Duncan.
Oh, you got Tony.
They're
all in the finals now, and these guys are knocked out. Let's cut to the reactions of all the fans. Let's cut to the reactions of all the fans out there right now.
Holy shit!
official word back is from the CEO of Cabanga at Cabanga headquarters is that the second place's ball and idea was not too well received, and we will be eliminating it, and the finalists will continue to be the finalists. So we'll be doing away from this with this ball.
And my lawyer has also told me to just make sure I reference this live on the recording, that Jeremiah Francis had nothing to do with the second placed ball idea. It was all Buster Douglas's doing, and Buster Douglas apologises for the 5 deaths caused in those riots around the world from his idea. He really ballsed that one up.
Well, they kind of had it coming. But speaking of balls,
let's get back
on. So we've got Belgium in spot number 1. He'll be versing the third one drawn out. But there is, I'm going to let you know, there is a wild ball in there.
Hot potato, get your hot potato!
There is a wild ball in there that will not be thrown away. It's a serious wild card ball. So
time for a dozen. Get your hot potatoes, please.
Germany is in spot number 2 right there. So
Roberto comes. Oh, sorry, not Roberto. Harry
with Germany. Dirty Harry. The Dirty Harry.
Same shit, different name. I must get it all the time.
I'm just gonna say, let's just say some sort of great idea ball was in there that would mean that you could maybe be, if you were like someone like Jonah, you could maybe be in the finals. Who would you rather be up against? Belgium with Nick or Germany with Dirty Harry?
Well, Dirty Harry, look. You would obviously want to go against Harry with Germany. I think Nick and Belgium's the favourite for the competition. I'd hope to meet Nick in the final. Maybe pressure gets the better of him, and sneak a few goals past. That's what I would do if I was in the tournament. I think to be drawn out next against Belgium, you're really climbing a mountain. You're really looking at an early, a semi-final exit tournament.
Yeah. Agree wholeheartedly.
Let's get that bloody ball out of that bloody testicle. Hot potatoes, get your hot potatoes. We've got your western potatoes, we've got your tomato.
Okay, we've got Costa Rica. Costa Rica in 3. Rob will be taking over.
Brothers have avoided each other.
The brothers have avoided each other. So Rob's got the danger spot, but that does provide the opportunity for a twins final.
Key word there though. Opportunity. Why is it an opportunity? Because although there's one team left,
you must be thinking, oh, it's a definite, but there's 2 balls in there. What could that mean?
2 potatoes left in the goblet.
So what could that mean?
2 potatoes. Ah, you got to get it out like this. Oh, he's got one. What's going on?
It's South Korea.
Semi-final against Germany. Who would have thought? Was this even predicted by anyone? Probably. But it's mind-blowing.
It's mind-blowing. What is that? So there's one more ball in there. Should we draw that out?
Yeah, let's get it out. We wanted a bit of fun. The luck of the draw hasn't given it to us, but that's okay.
Let's just see what would have happened if we'd drawn out the wild ball. The wild ball was a 1-2 switch around, so position 1 would be switching with 2 and would have a bit of a twin off, but it didn't come out, mate.
No, it didn't, but no, it didn't. But look, this is an exciting semi-final. Belgium, Nick, Rob, Costa Rica. That's going to be a good one.
Yeah. Okay, let's just quickly talk about favourites here. So you've got Belgium versus Rob. I think Belgium are the favourites to go through the final.
I'm going to go out on a limb on this one, and I'm actually going to say that I think Belgium will win this in the 90 minutes. I don't think even extra time will be needed. 2-0 Belgium.
Germany versus South Korea. Rudy versus Harry. What is going to happen there? That's going to be a dirty game.
That's going to be an interesting one because they both, at the end of the day, they suit their tactics to win a football match, and people forget that. You're there for 90 minutes to win a football match. But you know what? I think this game's got the possibility that I don't think either player has enough going for them. Enough going for them in the final quarter, in the final third or quarter or fifth or whatever you want on the football pitch to actually win this in 90 minutes. This is going to be a penalty shootout, but I think Germany will clinch it.
Well, yeah, those 4 teams are going to have to go to penalty training a lot and just practice some penalties because there's some high opportunity that one of these games are going to come down to penalties.
That's right. And look, for all the spectators and for all the neutrals, hopefully this happens. But this finals night is shaping up to be huge. We've got the goal of the tournament competition. We've got the semi-finals, the final.
We've got live commentary.
Live commentary.
We've got snacks. We've got drinks. We've got bloody beers.
Biltong, jerky,
and some tofu treats.
But mainly jerky.
And some carrot sticks.
And potato chips. We can both agree on potato chips.
Yeah. Well, thank you once again for joining us here in the Cabanga studios on the Cabanga desk with the Cabanga World Cup.
Hot potatoes!
And we'll see you next time. It's the finals! Woohoo! So cheers, mate, and see you at the finals.
I'm not your mate.